MJ selling the Hornets.
Yes, MJ selling the Hornets. We're live. Welcome
I can't
back.
believe MJ's selling the Hornets.
We missed bringing up the Ides of March a couple of days ago.
The what?
The Ides of March,
What's that?
March 15th. What is
Is
that
that
from?
I don't fucking know, dude.
The Ides of March, from Shakespeare, right? The Ides of March is the 74th day in the Roman calendar, corresponding to 15 March.
The more you fucking know.
Ides of March, Shakespeare. Yeah. Julius Caesar. It was in Julius Caesar. You never had to read Julius Caesar?
No, because I'm not a fucking
What?
twad. It's
Oh man, where's Luke for some? I need some backup
Luke.
on this one.
Luke last night. Some Peruvian marching powder was because my one friend went over to his dealer's house, and he hooked up with this ugly ass woman, and
Luke?
no,
Oh,
our friend Ashton, and in exchange, the woman gave him a free baggie of Peruvian marching powder.
I assume that's weed.
No,
It's
Peruvian
not.
marching powder, the devil's dandruff.
Oh, the other drug.
That's something that goes along with skiing. Luke went skiing last night. I was offered. I was there, and it was 1 a.m. because our friend got free powder, one could say,
Oh my goodness.
from prostituting himself to his dealer, and they brought it back. And Luke's just sitting there, and I was like, I can't do that. I tell Luke, I was like, I'm not gonna wake up if I do this. And also, I hadn't eaten. And I was like, I haven't eaten today, so like, I was like, I'm also not going to be able to eat after this. So Luke said, well, you know what, Cyro, I'm going to do this, and I probably won't be on the show.
Yeah.
It was 1 a.m. I was like,
Yeah.
I did the executive decision and was well aware that I would not be able to do that.
Well, you had 10 minutes to sleep in, evidently. So, or not sleep in, but you had it because I was late today. You had a nice little 10-minute buffer zone there.
Oh,
It's
shout.
it's NFL free agency, and I got no coffee either. So it's
That's
been a
one
long
thing.
week.
Our studio is just going to have so much coffee in it.
There's just loaded up with coffee and
Yeah.
Readies.
It's going to be like heart attack inducive.
And this whole plan, I was gonna go to the gas station right across the street. I was gonna get a big coffee, and I was gonna sit outside and enjoy the morning before the show. And yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, it's just not happening. Let's talk about Bogdanovich. Got a 4-year extension, which he'll be declining, which automatically declines his player option, and it begins this year, which is cool. It's $17 million a year. Bogdan will be under contract till I believe it's 2027 in Atlanta. And there's two things. They either really like the guy and they want to keep him around, or B, they just didn't want to lose him and he's going to be a trade asset.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because I honestly think he's a trade asset. What happened there, bud?
Dude, that was just a colossal fail. Anyways, that was
Here, I think I can run the. Remember, I think you have to just show it.
yeah. That was stupid. I was feeling good about that picture too, and it takes me to some website. That's a good idea that you bring up with Bogdan. The Atlanta Hawks are interesting. It was nice to hear from our insider, our Hawks insider, Aaron Barton, letting us know that yeah, we need some more time, man. We just need some time. So, I like Bogdan. It would be cool to get Bogdan out in Detroit, actually, but
So
boy can
it's
dream. A former Detroiter can dream, right?
you're so funny.
Very reasonable contract, in my opinion.
Very reasonable. 17 million a year. I think people don't realize is Bogdan went from just being this 3-point scorer for them off the bench to becoming that backup point guard. Because in his tenure since he's been here 2020, this team hasn't really had a backup point guard. So Bogdan has became the team's backup point guard, and scored. He's just a guy who's really been the perennial sixth man for them for the last 3 seasons, arguably. He comes in, scores 16, 14 to 16 points tonight, grabs 4 rebounds, dishes out 3-4 assists a night, gets a steal. And again, that's another thing. He's not bad defensively. He's got a 6'11" wingspan on a 6'5" frame. And I'm not going to say he's an elite defender, but he's not as terrible as some people might say. And again, if they keep him, he's a backup point guard, a solid guy off the bench who over the last 4 years as well has been like, for his career, he's been basically a 40% three-point shooter. He's only 30 years old, so this deal will take him to 34. And like I said before, if they want to, they can trade him. They can package this deal now. They don't lose him. He doesn't walk away for free.
So Bogdan got into the league at 25, much like his not related Bogdanovich brother, which is I don't really understand that.
One's from Serbia, one's from Croatia.
Yeah, it's still
they're both Yugoslavian.
Yeah, it's interesting. But Bojan is 33. Bojan is 33, and he got going around this time in his NBA career. So
yeah, I mean that is true. Yeah, like he really took off.
But they were good. Yeah, still good. Who's putting up Bogdan stats?
Yeah, his second season. Yeah, because his first season in Indiana, he drops like 14. Then his second season, he goes up to 18. Then 20, 17, and 18.
I don't know why, but remembering Bogdanovich on the Sacramento Kings is kind of difficult to me right now.
I remember him. Bojan Bogdanovich on the Wizards and Nets blows my mind.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Pacers, Indiana is Brooklyn?
I don't remember him ever on Brooklyn. I vaguely remember him as a Wizards, but I don't remember him as a Nets.
Yeah.
Like I full on, like not even trying to be rude. Like I just don't remember him as a Net.
I think I didn't start getting into other teams than the Chicago Bulls till I guess when he went to Indiana.
Yeah. So he's Croatian, which oh my god, that's so messed up. Yeah. So he was born in the Yugoslavia, but he was born in Bosnia-Herzegovina right before the start of the Bosnian War, and looks like his family sided with the Croats in the war instead of the Bosnians.
Who ended up winning that war?
Nobody. They just because it was an ethnic cleansing. They tried to kill all the Muslims and in the area. Yeah, if you want to watch a really good video. Here, after this, when you drink your coffee or you make your stuff, I know a lot about it because I met some veterans. Oh my god, he made another video and he uploaded it. But this guy, Johnny Harris,
the worst war you never learned about. Dang,
he just made a video about it. And if you want to watch it, I mean, his videos are like super like interesting, deep journalism. But like, it's pretty cool. Like his stuff that he does. If you're interested.
Yeah, it looks nice production quality there.
Yeah, well, part of the thing is with the studio, I want to start making content like that on a separate channel.
Oh, that'd be sick.
But like, it's gonna be different topics. Like like high quality journalism. Like I even want to make NBA videos like that maybe too, but high quality journalism. Like let's say you and I like think of an idea where we're just sitting there and like let's say we're in like Boca Raton and we notice like something about food, difference in foods. So let's say we spend that day going around buying like 6 different empanadas, and you know what I mean, and then we
feel like real YouTubers there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then we edit together basically, and then we interview people and we explain what's the difference between each culture's empanadas and explain and ask if we can go back and record them cooking the empanadas and like just explain, you know what I mean? And make it like like shit like that. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah. I'm really trying to get my editing to the next level here.
It's just rep.
It is reps. It's crazy.
And like if you should, if
It's
you
not the
haven't,
hardest thing.
Final Cut Pro is a one-time payment. Premiere Pro is a yearly or a monthly payment. So
I pay for Premiere Pro.
You pay for Premiere?
And I use iMovie to edit. Yeah.
I do the same.
Yeah.
I pay for Premiere and I use Premiere every day of my life. I mean, I send you pictures of me at work editing on Premiere, and I love Premiere. But for what I do, iMovie gets the job done.
It's just easy enough.
And it processes quicker. That's the big thing that gets me. I can process a video in like 30 in 30 seconds on iMovie. It's like 6 minutes on Premiere.
You know what else I pay for that I don't use because I used to know it? Which might shock you. Photoshop. Yeah.
I mean, you pay for Premiere, so you pay for Photoshop. I also pay for Photoshop. I sometimes use it. I have, but the thing is part of my package, I use the online Photoshop, so I technically still use Photoshop. I just use online Photoshop instead of the app. So it's called Adobe Express. It's like Canva, but by Adobe. It's Adobe's version of Canva that if you pay for Adobe Photoshop, you get it for free.
I'll say real quick to anybody who makes YouTube videos or is interested in making YouTube videos, Canva was the best purchase I've ever made in my entire life when it comes to creation.
Let's talk about Brandon Roy of our generation.
Yeah, I saw your stupid tweet.
Am I wrong, though?
Remains to be seen. I don't know.
Well, I mean, the Brandon Roy of our generation. First off, people have overrated the thought of Brandon Roy. Like, Brandon Roy, great basketball player, but he was more Brandon Roy was Bradley Beal, a bigger Bradley Beal. Like, similar play style, similar play. People don't realize the Portland teams he were on weren't the best Portland teams. And part of the reason LaMarcus Aldridge became the guy he was because Brandon Roy and Greg Oden were both out for extended period of times, and LMA had to carry the weight. But yeah, no, I compared him to Brandon Roy because Brandon Roy lost knee cartilage, and Lonzo Ball. People don't realize his game he was coming together and being a top 10 point guard, arguably the best defensive point guard in the league. He was our generation's Jason Kidd. And have you read my voice cracks right there? But have you read what the exact details are that they're reporting?
Well, I don't know because there's a lot of apparently like the Bulls medical staff wasn't even really in the mix, right? This is Alonzo.
Really?
That's what I saw from Bulls Nation. I mean, it's hard to compare him to Brandon Roy because, I mean, Brandon Roy was like he didn't have these issues.
No, he did.
Lonzo's had these issues, but Brandon Roy didn't miss, a whole season. Or I guess now he's looking like a Brandon Roy's trajectory. If Lonzo Ball retired, then he'd be Brandon Roy. But Brandon Roy came to the league as a walking bucket. Lonzo's been good. But
Brandon Roy played 55, 74, 78, 65 games, then 47, then was out of basketball for like a year and a half and retired.
He came back. He retired and came back.
For the Timberwolves for 5 games.
So, yeah, I guess Lonzo's played a little under all those games, but maybe I'm just a stupid Bulls fan. I'm hopeful. I would imagine he gets traded. I don't know how the physical is going to work on that. Yeah, he's supposed to be our point guard of the future. When we signed Lonzo Ball and DeMar DeRozan, it was like the best day in Bulls remembrance since we got Dwayne Wade and Rajon Rondo. And that was stupid. It was Dwayne Wade. I still can't believe Dwayne Wade.
I do remember that.
Bulls, but
no, that's what you guys pivoted after what's his face decided, hey, I'm going to not join the Bulls and I'm going to re-sign with a Supermax to stay with the New York Knicks.
Who did that?
Carmelo. And then they pivoted and they were like, okay, we'll sign Dwayne Wade, Jimmy Butler, and Rajon Rondo. Also, I forgot. So Brian Urlacher.
Of course.
So his daughter just graduated from the University of Kansas, and she's going to the University of Miami for law school. And yeah, yeah. And his son right now is deciding between the University of Miami, the University of Notre Dame, and the University of Kansas as his top 3 schools to play football.
Oh my God, go to Notre Dame, man. Where does Dad go?
Was his dad? His dad went, dude. Fuck. Where did Brian Urlacher go?
I feel like 4 Brian Urlacher jerseys.
You do? New Mexico. I knew it was an obscure school.
Yeah, I don't think his son picks Kansas, but maybe his sister can sway him on over. That's funny that she went to Kansas and is now going to Miami.
Yeah, no, I definitely think, what do you call it? Brian Urlacher's son's going to Kansas.
Wow.
Just makes sense. His dad went to New Mexico. His dad's probably telling him that it's probably better for him to be a big fish in a small pond than to be another fish in a big pond.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Not a bad it's not a bad idea.
Like, where I know this has nothing to do with what we want to talk about right here, but yeah, no, I just think when he will get more playing time, and it would probably be better for his stock to go to Kansas and be like an absolute dog like his dad was at New Mexico for 4 years at Kansas. Then, where Miami, he might have to, or Notre Dame, he spends the first 2 years behind somebody.
Yeah.
But Lonzo Ball. Okay, so I just tried to, and that was honestly my fault. I was reading, I went on The Athletic to find an article that talked about this, and I got distracted. The easiest thing the Bulls can do to offset franchise-altering news about Lonzo Ball is to re-sign Patrick Beverley on this offseason. That would be just putting a Band-Aid on a gash wound without getting stitches. After staying pretty quiet this trade deadline, we find out yesterday Lonzo Ball is scheduled to undergo a third surgery on his left knee, which threatens to sideline him for the 2023-24 season. If that scenario materializes, Ball will miss 2.5 consecutive seasons. His last appearance in an NBA game was on January 14, 2022.
He might right after we were. Oh, sorry.
Go. Right after.
That was right after, so we were really good, and that was right after, DeMar's buzzer beaters. We were the best team in the East. Those were really good days.
Really good days.
Bulls fans, I don't know. This is just so surprising and so shocking, but at this point, not really. It just really sucks, man. Lonzo, he really would have helped our team, and I think it puts, bless you, I think it puts Chicago in obviously it puts us in a really bad situation. I would imagine the Bulls blow it up.
If I'm Chicago, I think, well, let me finish reading what Shams Charania has written here, but I'll tell you what I think Chicago should do, and it rhymes with, it doesn't even have to rhyme. It's called blowing it up. At this point, I think they might have to just try to find their franchise cornerstone. They haven't found one since Derrick Rose, or Jimmy Butler, I guess you would say, and just actually build the franchise the right way. Trade everyone except Patrick Williams and the rest of the young guys, maybe. That might be, an option. But let's hear. So he might not. Lonzo Ball might not take the court for his next contest until October 2024. Now, the questions about whether Lonzo Ball will ever play again have been legitimized. If the 25-year-old linchpin recovers and returns to play, it'll be a major accomplishment. But it's fair to wonder whether Ball, on track to becoming a two-way star before chronic knee discomfort resulted in this ongoing saga, ever regains his form. His main focus has been returning to the court and getting to a place where he can rejoin his teammates. This has been a frustrating process, and they're confident that these next steps are the best path forward. The support that he's had from his family, friends, fans, medical staff throughout his recovery is what's kept him going forward. He can't wait to get back to what he loves doing the most, playing basketball. And Lonzo Ball is undergoing a cartilage transplant in his left knee and remains out indefinitely. Bulls public relations said the team will provide updates when appropriate. No date has been announced for the surgery. And this is an unfortunate situation because Billy Donovan candidly said he was prepared his team as if Ball won't play in 2022 to 23. And it's crazy because this guy was part of a sign and trade and from New Orleans in 2021. Ball appeared in 35 games before general soreness ballooned into the inability to run, jump, or climb stairs pain-free. And prior to his second operation, Ball revealed the extent of his knee issues when asked what happens when he tries to play basketball. He said, "Yeah, I literally can't. I can't run. I can't run or jump. There's a range from like 30 to 60 degrees of my knees bent that I have no force, and I can't catch myself. So until I can do those things, I can't play. I did rehab. It was getting better, but it was not to a point where I could get out there and actually go out there and run at full speed or jump. So surgery was my next step. And to recoup a start will go. I don't know. I don't know
So
what.
by the time they think Lonzo will be back, he'll be in the final year of his contract.
Yeah, and to get another player of Lonzo Ball's caliber, you'll have to trade either Zach LaVine or DeMar DeRozan. And Nikola Vucevic is walking out this door, you know.
So Jay Licks, yeah, we got a pod, and this is actually technically we have an NBA show. I think Lavin should be traded. I look forward to when Anthony Davis joins the Bulls, comes back home.
Am I wrong for thinking this? Ayo DeSumo, Kobe White, Pat Williams. I don't even know at this point. I just say just build Caruso. I just say trade everyone over the age of 25. Am I wrong for thinking that? You're a Bulls fan.
Well, I think the writing's on the wall with LaVine. I don't think LaVine will be back.
I don't think so. I think
seems like everyone hates him.
DeMar's well liked, it seems.
Yeah, I viewed DeMar as more of a bridge for us.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Under contract next year. Trade Zach LaVine. That's 2 first-round picks. DeMar DeRozan. That's 2 first-round picks.
Well, actually, LaVine trades Anthony Davis.
But I'm just saying, LaVine, DeRozan, you're at least getting from those guys 4 picks. Then you can bring back Kobe White, but then you can also trade Caruso where you could get 2 picks as well. So you could trade Caruso, DeRozan, LaVine. Caruso. Yeah, they wanted 2 picks at one point for Caruso. Do you hear my dog?
A lot of people want a lot of things. I'm a Bulls fan. You're not getting 2 first rounds, Caruso. Tough luck. I would trade LaVine. I don't want to trade DeMar, but they'll probably trade DeMar. I would build around Patrick Williams. I would re-sign Nikola Vucevic. I would sign Fred VanVleet, and I would sign Harrison Barnes. And
do you hear she's dreaming?
Oh, really?
Wait.
I love when my cat dreams.
Yeah, she's dreaming right now where she's like barking in her sleep. It's so cute. But no, for me, I just think you're looking at this situation. I don't know, man. I just think the best thing that you can do right here is to blow it up. Keep you got a couple young guys that you could honestly build around, and you could trade away LaVine, DeRozan, and Caruso, and at least walk away with 5 first-round picks right there. All right. You Drummond, Jones, you can let them walk. You can bring back Kobe White, Pat Williams, Kobe White, Dalen Terry, Marko Simonovic, Carlick Jones. You also have Ayo DeSumo. Not a terrible,
Marko Simonovic sucks.
Oh, I know, but he's there.
No, yeah, I'm not a fan of rebuilds. I'd sign Harrison Barnes, Fred, and Vooch, and try and get some packages.
Hey, Marko Simonovic signed a 3-year deal and was all NBA Summer League second team this past summer.
Yeah, he's not great for us. Reminds me of Nikola Mirotic, but at least Mirotic played and did well.
You're just not a fan, bro. I don't understand why. Marko Simonovic, he just needs the minutes, bro.
Well, he can get those minutes elsewhere. I'm not interested in it.
All right,
I
let's
love
start.
what everyone's saying about Patrick Williams, though, that he's going to be in the All-Star game several times. I think it was Kobe
He's
White who just said that.
he's looking good, and let's change topics right here, right now. Our man Michael Jordan might be selling the Hornets. He bought the team for $275 million. I'm actually upset. Like, Jordan's like the only former athlete that actually owns a professional sports team in his league that he played in, like as a majority owner, I believe. Like, he's the only guy. And I don't know why. And like, I'm not even necessarily a fan of him or the Hornets like that. This is more that I like this. I love that arguably the greatest player in the league's history, either him or LeBron, pick your choice, but Jordan is arguably one of the greatest players of all time. He was a majority owner of an NBA franchise. No other league had that. That was cool. And I don't like the idea of him selling the team. Maybe that's me being selfish, but what are your thoughts? Is that do you get what I'm saying with that? Like, is that weird? Like, I just felt like it was so cool to be like, yeah, Jordan, he owns a team. Like,
I
no
don't get
other.
why he would sell. Why does he want to sell it?
We'll get into that in a second. But do you agree? It was cool always having. I thought it was a little cool thing that the NBA had that the GOAT owned a team.
Yeah, he's the GOAT. I think if he were to sell it, I don't know. I think
So
one of the reasons Charlotte's afloat is because Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time, is their owner.
Charlotte Hornets owner Michael Jordan is in talks to sell a majority stake in the franchise. A person who has been briefed on details of the negotiations confirmed to The Athletic on Thursday. ESPN first reported the news. Here's what you need to know. Jordan's reportedly in talks to sell his majority stake to a group led by Hornets minority owner Gabe Plotkin and Hawks minority owner Rick Schnall. The six-time NBA champion became majority owner of the Charlotte franchise, then known as the Bobcats, in March 2010. He paid $275 million for the franchise. The Phoenix Suns recently sold for almost $4 billion. The Hawks are not the Hawks. The Hornets are currently 22-49, sitting 14th in the Eastern Conference. They've been hampered by injuries this season. Star guard LaMelo Ball's out for the remainder of the season after suffering a fractured ankle in February. Forward Gordon Hayward missed time due to a fracture in his left shoulder he sustained in November. What's this mean for the NBA? The NBA's run of owner exits continues. This is the third significant share team to change hands this season after the Suns and Mark Lazarly share of the Bucks. The Suns were sold to Matt Ishbia, and then Jimmy Haslam, the owner of the Cleveland Browns, bought the Bucks. And it may point to how the league is in a perfect inflection point now of the longtime owners cashing out while franchise values grow even higher than ever. It's a great time to get some liquidity if you're looking for it. But this is also a loss for the league in many ways. While valuations may continue to rise with this sale, the Hornets' valuation is still unknown. It will be a hit for the NBA. Michael Jordan's a legend. He's not just a prominent player who ended up buying a team. He's arguably the greatest player of all time. That's a good person to keep in the league and a significant person. Michael Jordan is also currently the only black majority owner in the NBA. That too would be an eyesore. And what this means for the Hornets, it could be a new era. Jordan bought the team in 2010, and they've had just 3 winning seasons in his 13 full seasons under control. Hornets do not have a large front office, but several of its executives have longtime ties to Jordan. New ownership group would probably take the franchise in a new direction. And they have the 4th worst record in the NBA. So they have a good chance of getting Victor Wembanyama. First year back for Steve Clifford is probably going to be his last year back of his second stint coaching. What are your thoughts?
Sucks. I don't know.
I just think it's dumb.
Yeah.
But I
Why does he
also,
need the money?
yeah, that's another thing. Like, why you?
Gambling or something? I don't.
My only thought is Jordan's what, 65 or 60?
Oh, so age.
Probably he's 60 years old. Okay, 60. Michael Jordan just turned 60.
It's not even that old.
He's not even that old. It's really not that old. Yeah, I was gonna try to argue for him.
Yeah, 60 is nothing.
Maybe he's just done with it. Maybe he just doesn't
Sick
care
of being
anymore.
embarrassed.
Maybe, but I think that's definitely something that's interesting as hell when you look at it because, yeah, no, it's weird. It's a
You
weird
look at
switch.
teams like the Carolina Panthers or the Carolina Panthers in either league, actually, and they're nothing like Charlotte's dumpster fire ever since I've been alive, or I should say ever since they became the Charlotte Hornets. It's bad, man. It's really bad, but yeah, I don't know. It's not like shocking news, but it's pretty surprising. I hope he doesn't go through with it.
Yeah, same. No, I agree. I do not want to go to work. 1 second, I'm about to switch off to my phone. Also,
Brutal last few days for the show.
I
What the hell's
know.
going on?
I've thought about that too. Brutal.
Yesterday, the last 2 days, I've had like 15. When I get off and I check YouTube, it's like 15 views.
You know what my thought is? March Madness.
Yeah, but like Wednesday was really bad.
Yeah.
Oh, people just prepping for March Madness. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. And it's interesting as all hell. It comes back to my theory is like I just want to get these tags down. I feel like there needs to be like
Yeah, but we got 1,400 subs and we've been doing this for almost a year. I also want people who have been subscribed to watch the show.
oh yeah.
Like it's great bringing in. That's the issue with growth is like you kind of start pleasing the masses while your diehards disappear, but we don't, or while your diehards get shafted, but we don't really, Thomas pulls up. We got guys who pull up, but after a year, you'd think more than like 4 people would pull up regularly.
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely interesting as all how well it goes to the theory of. Well, I'm also very interested to see how it'll playoffs go again.
Yeah. This is, even like I have no interest in the NBA right now. Like I have zero. If we didn't do this show, I wouldn't be watching basketball right now. It's like one of those lulls, it's right before it's like right after the season starts and it like I don't know what is it until Christmas or no, it's like probably January to January 15th where NBA is just kind of like, let's just wait till trade deadline and stuff. Teams we kind of know what teams are at this point. Like, I don't need to watch every single game. Or I don't need to watch my team play every single game right now. I don't know. Off season's always big, so playoffs will be fun. Even if the playoffs don't blow it up, as a basketball fan, it'll be fun. I'm sure the sleep-ins don't help.
Well,
'cause I'd rather be sleeping right now, and I haven't felt that way in a while. Just do it.
Well, here, 1 second.
I'm going right to bed after this. It's Friday. Probably not.
1 second.
So I was looking, I'm wearing this shirt right now, and I just got this new shirt, and I was looking all over for it, and I couldn't find it, and it's nowhere to be found. My shirt is nowhere to be found, and my closet's not that big, and I don't own too many clothes, and it's just nowhere to be found. So I don't know where on earth it could be. So that's on today's slate. Oh, you got no noise. Oh, I think you're muted. Yeah. got nothing. We got 2 people in here today. We got a loaded show. Wow, I can ban you.
I need you up. Oh my God, Jasmine.
Not even a POV. We get 2 shitty views. Yeah, I don't know where this shirt is. It's kind of frustrating. So that's on the docket for today. In NBA news, nothing. There's Cyro. Show's pretty much going to end, so I don't really know. It's almost 10 o'clock. I'm not. Yeah, he didn't have to come on his phone. I guess I should have vocalized that. Let's see what we got going on tonight. Not too much basketball on last night. It was kind of cool. Most of the games weren't. There were like, I guess like Nets Kings was interesting if you're an NBA fan, but for the most part, it was pretty shitty. Let's see what we got tonight. Sixers, Hornets, Warriors, Hawks, Wizards, Cavs, Pelicans, Rockets. So the Rockets go for 3 straight. Timberwolves, Bulls, Grizzlies, Spurs, Celtics, Blazers. Let's go. Dame time. And then Mavericks, Lakers. Tomorrow night's big games are... we got basketball on at 1 and 3 tomorrow. Let's go. Probably Warriors, Grizzlies is prime time. It's probably the only primetime game. Yeah. You can tell they are certainly doing more. Cyro and I were talking about that recently. Like with March Madness going on, the NBA likes to shy away from directly competing with it for the first couple of days. And you could tell last night, with the bad slate. And it looks like tonight again, it's not the best games on. Warriors Grizzlies would have been great, but no Ja. I think Steph was on the injury report, if I'm not mistaken. That's not even tonight, though. That's tomorrow. Mavericks, Lakers. I think Luka just fully practiced, so hopefully Kyrie's back as well. I'll have fun because Pelicans, Rockets, Timberwolves, Bulls. Celtics, Blazers could be interesting. That's about it, though. I'm going to do a game of Hurdle by myself, and then I'm going to get out of here. Let me get some coffee. All right. Let's get this going on here. Obviously, we're going to start it off with Steven Adams. Looks like he's got it in a pony here. Well, it's not Steven Adams. Which one? Wait, what is it? We got 3 zeros here. Oh, wait, no. Sorry. There we go. All right. Western Conference. Younger than 29. Western Conference, younger than 29. Smaller than 6'11". Power forward center. Just go Bogdan. Oh, he's got buzz cut. And he's on Memphis as well. What a horrible guess. It doesn't get worse than that. Older than 22, smaller than 7 feet. Who's got hair like that, man? All right, just think of a player. No, but whose hair actually looks like that? Now I'm thinking it might be just a forward. No. All right, we'll go with Jacques Landau. It'll never beat Jacques Landau, though. It helps me in no ways.
I can hear you. My fucking shit wouldn't fucking work. Oh my god.
Yeah, I got you now. Older than 27. You see this guy on the screen? Who is that? Throw me a bone here.
Dario Saric.
Oh, let's go. So obvious.
I think I'm autistic. Sometimes with these players, I'll say something and I'll just get it right there, and I'm like, I'm autistic.
My first guess was Steven Adams, and my second guess was
Dude,
Santi Aldama.
when you said Steven Adams, that was my first guess at first, but you said the height. I was like, okay, shorter Steven Adams, who has similar hair. And my next guess was Steven Adams, Jonas Valanciunas, Dario Saric, and then Jacques Landale. It was all going to be like,
Landale. Well, yeah, I mean that's pretty much the show here.
wait. I just thought, Brandon Miller.
Oh yeah, Brandon Miller just lost some stock, didn't he?
Yeah, dude, and it comes like 2 days after everyone was sucking him off and was like, "Oh, guess what? He's actually the number 2 pick."
Yeah.
And then what? He scored 0 points, or was it 2 points last
0
night?
points.
0 points,
I believe.
Yeah, no, it was 0 points. It was 0 points. I knew it was like shocking, like shocking performance. They lost, didn't they?
No, they won. They won handily. So Brandon only played like 20 or so minutes because
wasn't he hurt?
They didn't need any of the starters.
Yeah, but also wasn't he? I heard a rumor he was hurt. He's like dealing with an injury, allegedly.
Oh, I didn't watch a single game of college.
Oh, you want to laugh? Did you see my story?
Which one? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Somebody looks like someone got rid of it. Yeah, there was more stuff written. It looks like someone spray painted it. Yeah, someone spray painted it over. Oh, dude, did I step in spray paint?
Stuff written on what? Let me see what you're talking about. Well, I have a text. Mike has herpes. Apartment 301.
Yeah. Mikhail has herpes.
Oh, yeah, Mikhail.
And the funny thing is, if you look at the scribbled out part, they tried writing, he knowingly gave. But didn't know how to spell knowingly. Gold, right?
March Madness, that's what happens. Shit is crazy.
Yeah, dude. Me and Luke were walking out of my apartment, and one second. You notice that? Woo! I just fucking slid. Sorry. I am back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Word. So I was walking out my apartment and at like 11 p.m. to go over to our friend's place, and I noticed that and I laughed so hard. Like I like walked back, did a double take, and I called Luke over. I was like, Luke, you got to come check this out.
Do you know who Mikhail is?
Mikhail?
Yeah.
No, I do not know who Mikhail is. Dude, you see this name all the time because it's the same name as Mikhail Bridges, and you're like, you're saying it like you've never seen Mikhail before.
Yeah.
You're like struggling with the name Mikhail.
Mikhail?
Mikhail Bridges.
Kevin Mikhail.
Kevin Mikhail. Michael? Is it Mikhail? Michael Bridges. What the fuck?
Mikhail.
I also thought about
going on Twitter and posting that picture and tagging Mikal Bridges and being like, "Oh no." But what if Mikal Bridges is active on Twitter and he sees that and he'd be like, "That ain't me," and I'd be like, and then I like respond. That's what they all say.
He'd pull a Rusty on you. Jamal Crawford just flamed Rusty Buckets on Twitter for not knowing ball.
What'd he say?
Rusty was calling Jamal Crawford overrated. And the guy, Jamal, wrote him like a paragraph telling him why he's stupid. Yeah. So I loved it. I love Jamal. Oh, no, we lost him. Oh, wait, no, we didn't.
We didn't lose.
That's all you have to drive?
No, I'm getting jewel pods.
Oh.
I'm a degenerate. What do you mean? I'm stopping at the gas station.
Fastest drive to work in the history.
How salty would you be if that's how early?
Wait, let's see what Kansas stores look like.
It's a quick trip.
Let's see what it looks like. Wow, it looks just
All
like
right, dude. Can I get a 4-pack of menthol jewel pods, 4%, 5%, please? Jewel, please, not booze.
Eddie.
Oops, excuse me, sir. And just add this Red Bull on there. No, one of them. Yeah, I got you right there. Thanks, ma'am. Nah, have a good one. Thank you. Cheers.
The fucking cheers.
Dude, I picked that up because I write it in emails so often that I've been saying it in person, and it pisses me the fuck off. I'll be like, cheers. I'll be like, I don't even say that. It's just became a thing.
What's the temp out there?
What's the temp right now?
Yeah.
Probably like 40, 35. Probably 30.
Ooh. It's not too bad. Oh, it's mid-March.
Right now? Not ideal temperature. I'm right here.
I wonder what StreamYard looks like on your phone. I'm gonna pull it up. For our loyal viewer, I'm gonna pull it up.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
No, it's my phone is having a great orgasm. What just happened there?
Sorry.
Why are you playing off? Because you're playing me twice, and like it's terrible. But no, my phone and my radio were having this great orgasm where they were just like, "Hey, I'm gonna connect both to your AirPods and to your. I'm gonna connect to your AirPods and to your radio, so that way you can't hear shit and it doesn't confuse the shit out of your phone." So I had to disconnect from my radio and then solely connect to my AirPods because I have AirPods in my ear because I'm about to be on the highway. But with that being said, there should be a way easier process for that. What did I just mention? Oh, Brandon Miller. I mean, he had a bad game. What I really wanted to talk about is Joel Embiid, MVP. We talked about yesterday, but best team. Last thing we did not talk about, actual contenders. And the thing is there was a great point brought up on The Athletic. I think it was Point of Contention. I don't know which show it was, but one of the Athletic shows. And generally, the gist of I just ran the fuck out of that red light. But generally, the gist of that segment was there's 5 teams: the Clippers, the Timberwolves, the Lakers, there's 2 more teams I'm trying to think that are missing injuries: Clippers, Lakers, Timberwolves. Would you say Pelicans and who's another, the Grizzlies, that have either injuries or that they're facing at least one or multiple injuries that have kept those teams from being at full strength, at least in the Western Conference. Then you have the Sixers, the Bucks, and the Celtics that are arguably the healthiest, and as of right now, probably the most legitimate contenders, more legit than those five that I said, which might not even, there's still the Nuggets and the Suns, which the Suns are another team that I didn't even add on that list, that they're missing healthy guys. Why are you laughing?
You look like you just look like an everyday Snapchat like influencer, like doing the whole zoom ins and stuff. That stuff pisses me off when I see it. It's always so funny. Like they always like zoom into their face and out of it, and it's like, yeah. What are you doing?
I'm in the car. I'm driving, trying not to kill myself. About to go 85 on the goddamn highway. So you know what? It was more of a sense of practicality, so I don't fucking die. Also, fuck you, 18-wheeler. You can go die. This guy fucking... No, literally, seriously, though. This is like one of those merge. Instead of him getting over, he purposely sped up so I couldn't get in front of him. So now I'm stuck behind two fucking 18-wheelers.
Well, he's got to pass that other guy because he's got places to be
No.
to make.
Well, the guy on the right's the guy who sped up not to let me get in front of him. So now I'm passing him, which I would have done regardless. Like, this is the kind of type of guy. I'm not going to say that. That's terrible. I actually don't hope anyone dies, but like when I get pissed off, I do externally just. What happens if I was like that? Yeah, a little road rage. Like, not. What if I was that dark? I was just like, I hope that person suffers a horrific death, and I was there to witness it, and I'll pull over and I'll stand over him and blood in his last gasping breath. So I'm like, that'd be funny. That'd be spot. What if I was that dark? Like I could get that dark, but I don't believe it. Dude,
You ever see The Place Beyond the Pines?
Yes, bro.
Like
such a great
Ryan
movie.
Gosling.
Ryan Gosling's a great part in that movie, but also they market it as if Ryan Gosling is the movie, but he's like third. Wait, first off, that movie's 3 hours, and the first opening, like half of the movie, where just backstory is like a good 45 minutes, and then the rest of the movie, you just don't ever get Ryan Gosling. Oh my god. My favorite character is Ryan Gosling's son. Oh, what is it? What do you do around here? You like to get high? This guy's so good.
That's the other guy. That's Bradley Cooper's son.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper's son. That's who it is. Bradley Cooper's son is my favorite son. Yeah,
he's like, funny.
He's like, I like to get high. That is my favorite character. Place Beyond the Pines. Fuck Bradley Cooper's character. Fuck Ryan Gosling's character. Fuck Ray Liotta's character. All right? Ray Liotta's in that movie. All right? The best character is Bradley Cooper's son. He makes that movie. Every time he goes into a scene, you're stoked. You know you're about to get some gold from Bradley Cooper's son. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, he was... Yeah, that accent. He was
good. He was good. The best was when he beats the shit out the kid, and he's like, "What? This is just so funny." And they're outside his house.
Yeah. When Ryan Gosling, I don't want to spoil the movie, but when what happened to Ryan Gosling happens to Ryan Gosling, I was very upset. I texted my friend, like, "What does this movie offer me now?" Well, but it offers a lot.
So. Yeah, it offers a lot. I thought the best part. Oh, another great one is like, you like a guy? The guy Kid Nazi, he's like, are you one of those weird, like, drawing and shit? It's
one of those loner stoners.
Yeah, loner stoners. And it's like, he's stupid. I don't know if it's because it's bad or it's so good that it seems bad.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
All right, but going back to, I don't even know how we got to the place beyond the Pines with the contenders talk. I do believe there's 3 contenders. It was really, I think the Bucks and the Sixers look like the 2 most legit ones. Then the Celtics, and I think whoever comes out the East is real. Because I think it's Fugazi West. The West is mid. Fugazi. And it wasn't the Athletic. It was Crispy Haynes and Mark Stein on This League Uncut. Hashtag This League Uncut. You should watch that. Listen to it. On our radio.
When I
Really
take naps, I throw it on. Or when I'm trying to fall asleep.
They're also like way older than most. Like the Athletic, actually, they're probably the same age. I don't know. I like them. So
I do like it more than the Athletic, yeah.
I like them equal. They're just different perspectives. I do want to say they just have terrible mic setup. They clearly are just using webcam, or not webcam, they're like computer mics. Like Crispy Haynes' audio is always terrible.
First one I listened to, Crispy Haynes got like a pizza ordered there.
Yeah.
For his kid.
He's learning how to play poker. And what do you call it? Yeah, so who are your 3 contenders? Or do you agree with my 3 contenders in that, like, the West, as of right now, with all the injuries? Like, once they get healthy, yeah, but, like, I think East is going to win it this year.
I'm going to go in order: Bucks, Celtics, Sixers, Kings, Warriors. And I'm throwing Lakers in there.
No, the Lakers are legit. I think the Lakers can be legit. I think the Clippers can be legit. I think there's a lot of teams.
Clippers as well. I'm going to just throw Los Angeles and not specify the team.
I said there was 6 teams that definitely seemed as if they were potentially, if they got healthy, they could be good. But there was the Suns, the Lakers, the Clippers, the Timberwolves, all right, the Pelicans, the Grizzlies.
Suns. I don't know how I forgot about the Suns.
Like, there's all these teams that
I think it's wide open.
They're missing one guy. It's wide open. And the healthiest teams that are contenders are in the East, and the Sixers, the Bucks, and the Celtics. Regardless if you like them or not, they are healthier and arguably deeper than the 6 or 7 teams I mentioned in the West.
Yeah.
I think that's that. So I think it's going to come out the East, you like it or not. Unless, of course, the West gets a team or 2 gets super healthy in the West and they go and look like the Suns, could be Kevin Durant every time he's been healthy this season has been an absolute unit.
Yeah. They will, yeah.
So
all they need is KD. You can't even evaluate the Suns without KD being healthy, so it's tough. They're an NA
Clippers,
for me.
Yeah. Clippers seem like they're figuring it out.
Yeah.
The Pelicans keep saying that they intend for Zion to play. I don't know. TBH. I don't know what that's supposed to.
Should focus on making the play-in.
Yeah. So
they're the 12th team. Yeah.
It's an interesting time to be an NBA fan.
And alive.
Yeah. To say that for least. We got Russian drones. I mean, Russians downing our drones. Goddamn commies.
You ever see The Hunt for El Chingon?
No,
documentary
what?
now? No. Never heard of documentary now? It's really funny.
That just sounds like some communist shit.
It's got a parody on a document. It's a parody on Vice. It's got the Bill Hader, who was in Superbad and SNL, and the guy who does the show from Portland. I think Fred something. They're SNL guys.
That's another thing. In Florida, I want to write so much more comedy.
Ooh, yeah.
I need to just write more. Yeah, dude, if you're interested,
do some open mics.
Open mics, or I'll teach you screenwriting. We can spend our time writing screenplays.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
I love writing screenplay with another person because it's easier to make dialogue. Because when you write dialogue with one person, it feels like you can tell one person wrote all this dialogue. You know,
Yeah, I gotcha.
like there's only so many ways I can change how I speak before like sometimes I just start to write like the dumbest sounding characters because I'm like, well, at this point, I'm writing an illiterate character because like I just don't know how to make him different. But no. So with that being said, I think it's wide open, but I think the East is in favor. And the last thing to wrap up the show, now that we hit an hour, is that I believe the Rookie of the Year and Coach of the Year are set. You got Paolo Banchero winning Rookie of the Year. That's a fact. And Coach of the Year will go to Mike Brown. I don't know if Coach of the Year will be unanimous. I think Rookie of the Year will be unanimous, Paolo Banchero, unless like he gets hurt and like Benedict Mathurin just goes on or somebody goes on a tear, which I doubt and I don't hope to see. Like, I mean, obviously I hope they go on a tear, but I don't hope to see injury. And then I guess most improved is going to go to Shea, but I really hope people like vote for somebody like, I don't know who. Like, there's so many options, but are you voting most improved by who becomes the most scorer or who takes the biggest jump? I don't know. But you got any closing thoughts?
Blow it up, Bulls.
I'm on the blow it up Bulls. Do you keep Billy Donovan or not?
They all kind of united with him this year, so maybe not. I'm not sure. We'll see how far we get in the playoffs. Let's see how we fight adversity.
I also don't know if Billy Donovan wants a rebuild. Also, who would want DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine?
The Los Angeles Lakers. Oh, damn! That would have been the perfect way to. I got the last word. You have to let that marinate the rest of your car ride now. Just thinking about LeBron James with Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. Oh no, that's several rings right there.
You're a fool. All right. Well, yeah, I want to figure this shit out. The tagging and everything. Because I agree with you.
It's like, it's tough. Shout out to the one person in here all show. They're real. That was clutch. It's like it's my phone that I accidentally left open. But
I also do know there's a lot of people who watch who don't comment regularly. There's always like once a month we get someone, I don't really comment, but I watch all the shows afterwards.
Most people don't comment. I just, I know when I click end stream, there will be like 10 total views.
What time? Quick question. What time were we doing the show last year in May? We were doing morning.
9:30, right?
Was it 9:30?
Eastern time? That show might have been. I remember waking up like at what I thought was really fucking early. Let me check.
Jackson's been waking up so early, for so long now that he doesn't remember what's early anymore.
I remember like rolling out of bed when those shows started.
I also think like if anyone who's regularly watching that, but like I also feel like us meeting each other needs to be filmed because like it's gonna be like the most awkward thing ever because we've never actually. This guy just brake checked me. What a twat.
First live show will be a good one for our viewers. It doesn't say it at any of the
start times. We also had some midnight shows.
What's good? Not much right here. A little tired as fuck, but you want to know what's my ideal? I just woke up.
That's what I just said.
I asked you to move it. Tired as fuck, but
You want to know what's unideal? I just
I
woke up,
just-
and the whole reason I asked you to move it early, the guy failed.
Yeah. So
all right. So I guess I'll leave you. Hit the
yeah,
like and subscribe button. If you're still
the like
watching
and
now.
subscribe button.
Especially you won that one person.
Even though
I'm
this
so-
one got 10 views, this is that one person's like favorite episode of all time.
What I will say is I want to down. So whenever I see YouTubers show their screens on like YouTube videos, they all have this program, like this tools
What is it?
program. It's like an extension. You pay for it. I found it once and then I forgot its name. I'm gonna find it again, and it like I'll send you it. It's
Yeah, I love paying for extensions.
Yeah, no, I love paying for shit that potentially might not help at all.
Yeah,
And
worth a shot. Oh, folks, that might be it. Yeah, I'm a little awake now. It's been an hour. But that's all I got. I might just go to lunch. Doesn't look like we have Cyro connecting though. So, regardless, thank you guys for listening. Hit the like button. Oh, there we go. Hit the like button, hit the sub button. And we'll see you guys freshly charged on Monday. Enjoy college basketball. I'm going to try and watch it today.